Hi there, my stamping friends. My name is Marilyn. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Canada. And I've been asked to share how to use the envelope punch board that Stampin' Up used to sell, and some of you still have. So I thought I would give it a go here. And I'll show you how to make an envelope similar to this. We recently made this shutter card, and it is mounted on a larger piece of cardstock. So therefore, when I measure it, it is 7 by 5. So I needed to make an envelope because our regular envelopes wouldn't fit it. So I'm going to show you how to do that with a piece of designer paper. It probably won't match, but I think they're pretty anyway. So I have here a 12 by 12 designer paper, and I am going to show you how I would do it with the punch board. So the punch board is a tool like this, and does have Stampin' Up on it. This shows you what your final result will look like. You've got a score mark, a line, you've got a bone folder, you've got a punch that will do corners and round corners and do indents, and then you've got all the directions here. So I'll just go over those quickly and try and hold them here so you can see them. Select the card size. Well, I'm going to look for a 5 by 7, which they're all in order of inches, paper size. So it tells you my card is 5 by 7. So my paper I need is 9.5 by 9.5, and my score line is going to start on 4. So I'm going to trim my paper to 9.5 square, which I will do here. And just line it up there. I don't need that in my hand. So 9.5 by 9.5. And those I don't need. And that's all I need my paper trimmer for. So then I'm going to bring back my envelope punch board. And where it tells me, again, try to line it up here so you can see it. And hope the camera focuses. Trim the paper, which I did. Align the left edge to the score line on the measurement. That's up here. So I'm looking for number 4. Punch and score, rotate 90 degrees, align and score, just keep repeating. So I'll show you how to do that. So again, so it doesn't matter where you start, but what you want to do is put it under the punch. And because it's told me here that on 5 by 7 I want it at 4, I'm going to line it up here at the 4. I'm going to punch, and I'm going to score. And yes, sometimes your paper is longer, but as long as you can see that score line for the next turn, you turn it 90 degrees, line up your score line with this tip, and again, punch and score. Again, line it up, punch and score, and once more, punch and score. So now you have all your little indentations. You have your score lines for where you're going to fold. And if you do want to round one of the flaps, you have a rounder here. Well, it's called a reverse punch by that, but just put it in and it just rounds that edge a little bit. So that's all you need your punch board for. And then you want to fold it on those score lines. I could have used the bone folder out of the tool. And you could put either side out. There's no right or wrong that way. So there is my envelope. I will, in my case, for what I'm doing, I'm going to want this on the outside. I'm going to just put liquid glue here and here. Hold it down for a few moments. If you did want to trim this, you could do that. And then for sealing the envelope, because I don't want to do it right away because I don't have a card ready for it, I would put my tear and tape just along each of these edges. And then when I have my card in and I'm ready to seal it, I can just peel the backing off of this tear and tape. And you would be ready to go. So same size, and there is your envelope done with the Stampin' Up! Envelope punch board. And I'm sure there are probably other companies that make it, but that's the one I have, and that's how I would use it. So hopefully that has given you some help, and you'll continue making envelopes.